Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here, and welcome to another episode of Beyond. As you can tell by my voice, the coughs and that I was having in the yesterday's episode, have been turned into what I can only gather is some sort of flu. So I've been laid out flat for the last couple of days, and I've managed to finally be able to get up and about. Pretty much in bed for 2 days, almost solid. So luckily I had a bit of a backlog. I'm feeling a little better, but still not great. So I do apologise for my voice. I know I'll do my best to get through this without making too many weird noises for you. So I've been playing a little bit with the world here, and I've got a few things that I've set up. So you can see there's a network transmitter up here. What I've done there is I've connected a set of drawers over here to the network because I needed some dies, and I was kind of hoping I could just lagging. Look at that slime go nuts over there. I was kind of hoping I could vein mine the plants there for a second. Ooh, must have that turned on. Don't need that on. This is all going into the flower pouch too, which is a bit of a downer. Let's put this stuff away. All right, flowers. That wasn't very nice. I did make a change to the bow. I got a little bit sick of the electrum charging thing. It would actually affect the use of the bow. So I just changed it to silver. It's not quite as good, but apparently it gives better damage against undeads. Weird stuff going on. But yeah, so I don't think I can do that. No. I meant to ditch this out of my inventory. But I've got this set up so that these will be connectable to the system. Just so I can make dye. Because as you can see in my inventory, I've got the stuff for a woot farm. If you've watched my Fullcraft series, you would have seen me build these before. I'm not planning on doing anything amazingly different, so it really didn't matter whether you guys saw me build it, but it's definitely ready to go. Let's just... This is working. It wasn't working at first earlier today while I was trying to put things in there. But let's get rid of that bag. Oh, that's right, I can't put it. Let's put it in there. Cool. So eventually I plan on setting up recipes for all the dyes using these petals and the mortar and pestle. But at the moment, not really needed yet. I just made a few of the dyes that I was missing and threw them in the system ready to craft one of these mob prisms. So what I did, I had forgotten that the aroma mining world was in this pack, so I'm pretty sure it was, I think it was Triax that mentioned that. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I think it was. No Need for Mining Age. Yeah, it was Triax too that mentioned that. It's weird though, like the mining age in my Age of Engineering is all grass, but this one's all stone. I don't know if it's just a setting or something, but this one, that like there's no grass here at all. It's all stone. I may come and set up the quarry in here, or I might set up the quarry in the deep dark. I think that'd be a better option. Hey, buddy. So yeah, I've been trying to level up the bow. I've leveled it up once, added some more redstone to it. So its draw speed's 1.4, which isn't too bad. And it generally one-shots most stuff. Yeah, so it's could do with being quicker, but it'll do for the moment. So I went ahead and did the brownstone like was suggested for the paths, and it does give you that little bit of a speed boost. So this is the idea. I've put this over here like was suggested, but what I want to do is I want to automate this. So you can see I've made it a bit taller, and I've got a bit of a thing sitting up here, but I don't have enough wither skeleton skulls. So what I thought we'd do was set up a woot mob farm for wither skeletons. So I made one of the mob prisms like this. So this is why I was talking about I needed the dyes and some under iron. Not sure what that one does. And I went into the nether and smacked it with a skeleton with it. So this is a tier 3 mob farm. So it requires 13 grey ones. And I guess not there. Sheesh. This is where flying will come in handy. So 13 of these grey factory blocks. One up there, and there's one more up in there. 14 of the red. Like so. And I can put that grey one down now. 44 orange. Oops. Oh. Takes a lot. Ah. Right. Almost there. And then 52 of the greens. And I thought sinking it into the floor here would made it a little bit better. Because it's going to form up and be solid. So why not have it all nice and level? Right, then all we need is the 5 tier 3 caps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the factory block here. And this on top. And then we just hit it with this. With a skeleton. Excellent. So this is going to need power. And we're going to need to put a chest in the front. But what I'd like to do, actually, I'd like to get this stuff directly going into the refined storage system. And I'm wondering if I can put an interface in front of it and whether it will actually output directly into an interface. So that's something I want to give a go to. So let's make an interface like so. And I was also making up some more conduits. I mean, worst case, I'll just put a chest or an ender chest or something, and it will directly be pulled into the system. But we need to run the power conduits under the ground from our system over here. So let's just dig through the floor here. I've got a shovel here somewhere. Okay, under here somewhere should be all our power and stuff. If we go this way, I can now get rid of this block. Cool. And we can give this some power. I'll go to here. Excellent. Right, that now has power, or will have power. Yep. And it's going to spawn and throw stuff everywhere. Is my interface built? Yes, can I have a lever, please? Really? Stick. Cobble. Alright. So, if we put this here, can it output to it? Let's just watch it. I'll put this on the side here. Progress. Oh, it can. That is fantastic. So we can directly input straight into the system. And this is cool because what we want to do, there's a couple of things I want to do. We have another wireless, no, network, transmitter, receiver, and network card. I'm going to make another one of each. I can't remember which one I did. I'll give it a second. So receiver. If I put him here and then do that, jump back under here. Let's see, we'll take this block out, I think. Cool. I have this villager here because I needed emeralds, and this guy can either take rotten flesh or 8 gold. And I went, well, that's a deal. So I went and grabbed him with a golden lasso from one of the villagers, and that comes in handy. So what I want to do here is I want to set up a little bit of automation. I want this to turn on and off depending on how many with the skeleton skulls are in the system. We've got 1. So let's grab you. And I want these detectors. I think I've made a couple already. Yep, cool. So what I want is probably more of this redstone conduit as well. Binder. So the idea is that I want it to can I do this detector skulls. Emit signal when on the amount. Emit signal when above the amount. So above, let's say 10. If I break this, this is still running. I'll put that there, and then what I'm hoping is that I can make it so that this will emit a signal when we're above a certain amount. I'm hoping that's connected. I'm not 100% sure whether it is. I don't know whether I need to put a cable in. So let's have a look. Let's look at skull. Not really getting any, are I? I'll put 1 in. If we make it, let's try this. If we change this to 1, and what if we change it to 0? Oh, cool. Okay, so it is working. So this is now off. I probably don't want this here, actually. I probably want this up top because I want to be able to put upgrades on this farm. So let's have a bit of a rearrangement here. But that is working, right? So if I break this now, probably going to lose it. It's lost its settings. Skull. So we've got one with a skeleton skull. So if I place this on top, there, that's cool. And we say above 0, output red. Above the amount. Alright, so it's not on at the moment. I then throw him in. It's on, but it's not connected. Okay, so I need to... Why can't I fly? To do this. That's on, power 15. This should be state on. You should be turning off. It says power 14. Really? State off. Alright, cool. So it is working. So if I now change this to 10, it will kick on. Awesome. So with this in mind, I want to set up a system. Let's just sleep. I want to set up a system that will automatically spawn withers. And while we only have a certain number of nether stars. So the idea is that I want to use this setup here. There's constructors from Refined Storage. So these are set up at the moment to only work on redstone. And the idea is, let's go soul sand. And skull. So I only got 1. A little bit ridiculous. So what I want to do is make it so that this will only place this down when it gets a redstone signal. A pulse. And then these will place these. So that's why I need the other network. So I will connect this up to the network and I'll make it so that we'll need a clock, I imagine, and a few other bits and pieces so that we can pulse it. So I'm a little bit undecided on how that's going to work. What I want to do is make sure that this is going to work. But before... I wonder if this can go into the top. So I'd like to... Yeah, I think I can. Rearrange things. Alright, so let's make sure, helps if I could spell, let's make sure that we're going to be able to get skulls. So let's look at beheading. Mass, no. Decapitate. Decapitate, yep, okay, so decapitate one is going to require a sharpness book. I don't have prismarine. Oh, I can get it, that's fine. So let's start with the sharpness. So we've got the enchanter downstairs. So let's see if we can get this underway. Pretty sure we have the enchanter. Yep, we do. Cool. So if we get a couple of books and quills, we're going to need 3. Really, I have no feathers. Wow. I have no feathers. Any chickens out here? Probably not, eh? Here, chicken, chicken, chicken. Horses. Might need to get, got the golden lasso. See if I can find a chicken and we'll set up a little chicken like farm type thing with just a chicken on a hopper. I kind of need to find a chicken first though. There's one. I'm going to capture you and I'm going to kill you, mate. 3 feathers, look at that. Any more? So we'll get a little yikes. Let's make up a little chicken farm. Nice and simple one. Okay. So all we need for that is a hopper and a chest. Some glass maybe. Just use this iron chest. Glass. I mean, this is only going to be temporary until we can get a few things underway. Let's dump these things away. Cool. Put it over here near the villager. There we go. So he should give us some stuff. He'll probably annoy me a bit too with these noises. That's cool. That'll get us going for the moment. 1, 2, 3. We're going to require some quartz. Went to the nether and grabbed a bunch of it. Got some lapis in here. I want... Really? That was sharpness 5. Sharpness 1. So let's have a look at those upgrades. Woot, beheading. So it needs a sharpness 1 and number 2 needs a 1 and a 2. So we want 1. It's 2 1s and a sharpness 2 is 24. I've got 27 levels, that should be enough. Cool. So let's now make, yikes, what do these require? Do I have this set up? Tier, yep, let's grab one of them, please. Excellent. What's around the outside? Just blocks of quartz? Let's decapitate one. Number 2 needs prismarine, so let's grab some more quartz. Excellent. We should be able to take these over here. And it's probably picked up the prismarine. That's right, I set that up to be automatic, didn't I? Duh. Forgot all about that. So number 2, and then we just need a tier spelling. Tier 2. There we go. So let's just have a look at skull. Oh, we got 2 now. Yay. I don't know what happened there. I just wasn't able to fly. All right, so we can put. Okay, that is going to increase the amount of power it requires up to 560 RF a tick. And it's spawning 1 mob every 320 ticks. So the other thing we can do is very similar to what I did in the Fullcraft series. We can put maybe efficiencies on it. Same sort of deal though. We'll efficiency 1, efficiency 2. That's, you know, a bit of redstone. That's not too bad, but we need some more feathers first, so we'll wait for that. But yeah, Nick, kind of running out of time in this episode now, so next episode we'll work more on this. Hopefully, because this stuff takes ages to craft, so hopefully I'll have finished crafting all the reinforced obsidian to raise this up. And the idea is that basically the system will pulse and craft a wither, which will drop down and die. Cool. So I might upgrade this farm a little bit more, put the efficiency on it, maybe put the what about rate? Maybe we can do mass. Shouldn't be too bad. We can spawn 6 mobs. I'm not sure how many upgrades I can put on a tier 3. I'm hoping I can put at least another 2 upgrades. I don't want it to chew up power like it's going out of fashion, but it would be nice to have a fairly efficient mob farm. But yeah, this will now turn off when it hits 10 skulls. What are we up to now with that beheading? Let's see whether we're getting a better thing. We got an extra one. Cool. So yeah, I'll do some work in between episodes. I'll upgrade this farm a little bit more. And we'll get some better drops from it. Thank you all for watching. Apologies again for my voice, and hopefully over the next few days I'll get better, but you may get a couple more episodes with my voice being similar to this. Hopefully you can understand me properly and I don't sound too droning, but you know, I'm doing my best. Don't throw that away. Oh, come back. Yeah. So thank you again for watching. Comments in the section below. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.